I think many of us have seen EPWP employees not doing what they should have been doing. I mean, it's great. It's a great initiative by NC to give people who do not have the means a job, cleaning the parks, keeping the bushes basically trimmed and the hedges of our country, and making sure that our roads are looking good, and our parks are looking clean. I mean, there's a need for that kind of service, but what we have seen has been the abuse of that job. Many times we have seen people sleeping at parks. I mean, there's pictures where people are sleeping on graves. We just see the EPWP sleeping, and they've been paid by taxpayers' monies to do actually nothing, to do absolutely nothing. And they continue to be paid by taxpayers' money. It is sad because these people do support their families with this money. But we all know that if you really value your job, then you make sure that you actually do it well. And they have not been good stewards of the jobs that they've been given. And as a result, we ask ourselves, do they really need it? Do they really need these jobs? Are they important? Are they needed? Or are these simply ANC volunteers who were promised some sort of compensation for them making sure that the numbers come to the voting polls? I mean, why do we have these people? Why do we have this job in existence if they are not needed? And mind you, while they were sleeping at these parks, they were not up to scratch, right? At our park in Amanzimdodi, for example, there would be beer bottles all over the place, and they would be sleeping in that same park. So it's not to say that they were actually getting their job done. It looks like they just went there to relax and still collect their paycheck at the end of the day. I wouldn't be surprised if many of them had businesses that they were running while they were supposed to be on duty. Like, who was keeping tabs on these people, right? Now, there's definitely a need for what they do. It's important. And if there isn't something or a type of position that they hold currently that is not in existence, then it should be in existence. And then they should be managed and supervised much closely so that the job actually does get done. I mean, we've seen a lot of work happen in the last 3 months, I will be honest, in KZN, in the areas that they should have been stewarding very well, that they were not. Now, it's sad to see people losing their jobs, but if you don't value your job, then you deserve to lose it. It's really that simple. You're not going to be paid to do nothing. Nobody gets paid to do nothing. People do nothing, are at home and doing nothing and not getting paid for it. So EPWP, you can do better. EPW employees, you can definitely do better. We do feel sorry for you when you are stating what your issues are, your own personal issues are, but really your colleagues do not value the job. And as a result, we don't see value in it. And I do hope you do find permanent positions in other areas, and that the government does still continue to push and make sure that there are permanent jobs. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities within our country to actually generate jobs that do pay people fairly and that they're able to take care of themselves and their families.
Moving to this now, the Buffalo City Metro in East London has confirmed that it received complaints from former employees under the government's expanded public works program. Scores of workers are now unemployed after their contracts ended. 35-year-old Thokozani Mwango is among those who are struggling to make ends meet, as Nsiki Noia reports.
When Thokozani Mwango secured employment in 2018, she was overjoyed. For the first time, the promise of financial stability meant she could afford healthy food essential for managing her diabetes, a condition she has lived with since 2017. But the joy was short-lived. In August this year, her contract to collect refuse for the municipality came to an abrupt end, and promises made by the Buffalo City Mayor remain unfulfilled.
Sasifika ngo-2018 sizi-temp zikamasipala seasonal kungoDisemba, sifakwa ngookansila sizi-4-4s. Sasebenza u-2018 wonke kuyotsho ngo-2019 kwathiwa i-contract iyaphela, wabe uMr Mayor, umeya wethu uMr Xola phakathi wayekhona, wabe encoma umsebenzi esimenzileyo, wathi siza kuqeshwa emveni koko wathi uyasigcinisa ku-EPWP.
Thokozani is not alone in her fight. Dozens of other former EPWP employees also claim that promises made to them by municipal officials have not been kept.
Sifuna into basibuyiselwe emisebenzini ngoba salapselwa zipolisi. Siyafundisa abantwana bahlukumezekile abenzi kakuhle ezikolweni.
No Mr. Xola phakathi obebengumeya ebeyazi iteam yethu ebeyibiza master project ebeyazi Mr. Xola phakathi ukuba uzawuthi xa yahamba ashiye iqashwe wayeyibhalile nento etshoyo.
Shortly after Thokozani was informed of the termination of her contract, her health deteriorated and she spent 2 days in the hospital. Her mother, who works as a domestic helper, also struggles to make ends meet.
Kubuhlungu kakhulu sisi ngoba kaloku ufuneka nditye idiet eyiyo xa ndisitya into ezinestarch kuphinde kube ingxaki kum umuntu oneswekile kubuhlungu akho nto nayo kubuhlungu kakhulu ngoba nomama makaphangeli kahle emsebenzini ndim umuntu ebeluncedo ekhayeni ngoku kunzima akho nto ikhoyo kubuhlungu kakhulu.
The Buffalo City municipality responded by saying that the expanded public works program was designed to provide temporary employment to those who are jobless and not a long-term solution.
The EPW works like this. It gives temporary employment to those who are unemployed in different municipalities. It's the same case here at Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality. Those people that are not employed, that are sitting at home, they are looking for work. The municipality makes arrangements that the EPWP gives them contract work. Sometimes this contract work is 3 months, sometimes it's 6 months.
Fuzile added that the municipality is reviewing the cases of Thokozani and her colleagues.
Those people who are coming to the city hall complaining that they need employment, they were promised permanent employment, the executive mayor of Buffalo City is seriously addressing that. And we believe that within no time, those issues will be attended to.
For now, these unemployed people can only wait, hoping that the promises made to them will be fulfilled. Spending time by the beach, Thokozani holds on to the hope that she will soon get the call with good news that she's been hired again, permanently this time. For Newsroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Tseki Noia in East London.